We saw a few key mistakes INnoVation made, for example, was allowing that Roach to get 16 kills. That was a big story there. The SCVs alone could have taken that down, but he was multitasking elsewhere. He committed so many resources to double starport Liberators, and Liberators can't actually kill the Nidus. They can only kill the units that come out of it. So when he was repairing them, his SCVs weren't killing the Nidus. They were repairing the Liberator, which had to slowly kill the Queens, and by the time he finally killed the Queens, the Roaches did too much damage. He lost Stim as well. I think those are the two big stories. He lost Stim, which meant he lost his power to counterattack, and he lost the 16 SCVs, which meant he couldn't build his Liberator count or tank count or whatever he would have wanted to counterattack without that money.
And, good transition there by RagnaroK. He did identify. He might have overdone it a little bit, but that's okay because it still worked. A win is a win. But he did then transition into econ play. He managed to put INnoVation in a pretty tough spot. He sent those Mutalisks out, and one rule that you can usually follow when you're against a very, very good player is when they are behind, they're going to do something to cut corners to get ahead. And in this case, he didn't have any defense against Mutalisks, therefore he couldn't leave his base.
That's right. He made the choice to make siege tanks, expecting perhaps another follow-up Nidus at the front, or just another Nidus into the main, or just an all-out Roach Ravager attack.
Or,
and those siege tanks were useless.
He might have just been desperate enough to say, I have to do some kind of counter push.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's not a great option, but it's the only option that you have. And he might have been trying to do that kind of follow-up, but it was punished. And I think even if he hadn't done that attack there, RagnaroK would have been ahead enough. He could have probably come and smashed the third base, and that would have been acquired.
I have to agree with you, Tace, as well. The game is loaded. We're going to jump into game number 2 here. RagnaroK versus INnoVation here at Star League Season 1.
Woo! All right, we're here in game number 2. In the upper right, in the red, our Zerg player winning game number 1. He is RagnaroK.
Taking a big upset already in game number 1. Also proxying a hatchery in game 2. He's doing the strats versus this player.
Oh!
Now, he's going to proxy this hatchery right outside the base.
I don't even know. Oh, you go ahead.
I was just saying there's a number of things this could be for, but we'll have to wait and see. Like, basically, anything could happen. He could actually rally Lings out of that. He could simply try to go Roaches and then transition into Ravagers from that location. Probably going to be Ling aggression, I would guess, and he's probably banking this off of what he saw in the previous game with the early CCs. Now, with Gas here, starts to point towards perhaps a Roach push, because he's got two choices with that Gas. He can either go for Ling speed and try to just bust that down, or he can go for Roaches, which are ranged and also deal with Reapers, and eventually trade out those SCVs.
One thing we want to note here is that INnoVation is, he's not doing anything as crazy as he did in the last game, right? He's definitely going for the Reaper play, so this might be a more manageable situation. But again, yeah, as you were saying, let's go ahead and see what RagnaroK exactly has in store for us here.
Now, Speedlings seem a bit risky, because if you go Speedlings here, okay, see, this is going to be the Roaches. I think it's a much better choice.
I think that might be like the only choice, really.
Yeah, I mean, if you go Speedlings, there's just a wall there, and Reapers kill your Lings and laugh at you. So
I think one thing to keep in mind as well is that Reapers are just so prevalent right now in this matchup that I think we're playing in too much to a dangerous situation. I think what the function here of these 4 Lings is simply to keep the Reaper, trying to, it's a cat and mouse game with them. Yeah. While the Roach tech starts up.
Exactly, and then the Roach tech can allow him to, he's going to see this Roach War, and he hasn't checked the backdoor base, mind you. He's going to see this Roach War and go, oh, you're going to defend my Reapers with Roaches, but actually he's going to counterattack with Roaches and hit INnoVation's main base at the same time as he defends
This is the moment with the 2 Reapers here. There's a much higher chance he might be able to come in here and be aggressive, but remember, INnoVation probably a little bit less likely to ever overextend or risk anything with those Reapers because he's already down in one game.
Yeah. Second CC started, 6 Roaches on the way. And he's making them here with this Queen. He's pooling them as well, mind you. And a Reaper goes down. That's huge. Every Reaper that dies is important. It's less for defending. It's less for keeping the pressure on.
And of course, you got to remember, Reapers, there's not a ton they can do against Roaches. I mean, they can sort of dance around him and everything like that.
The grenade placement is important. It's going to be what either saves him or, he fails to save himself and dies. Now, the tech lab is also exposed here, which means it can stop Marauder production and also Stim, which is right at the front. And INnoVation has no idea about this. He has not even checked the backdoor expansion location.
Yeah, he never got back there. It's just not clear. And this is
a
a really good number of roaches, man.
Here we go.
Are we going to see him? And even one Marine on the outside.
That's all he's got here. 3 Marines, no bunker, and nothing. Actually, targets at plate, but
the grate on the ground outside. That scared me.
He's not even repairing the depot. The roaches are in, and I think INnoVation is out of this tournament. Down goes the second depot. He's supply block, cannot produce units. He's going to have a tech lab on this factory, but can't even make a siege tank, and he is going to be camped on all of his production facilities. I think this is game over, Tasis.
And this is a pretty smart move here by RagnaroK. He's really going for the jugular. Not even trying to get the Stim upgrade. He's going right for the heart, getting a Ravager right now. This is going to be a huge disaster.
He's going to camp these production facilities, you know? And that's going to be it.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man. You get by those production facilities for Terran. Early game, late game, doesn't matter. That's usually the first thing that tells you it's a killing blow. And already so much damage coming down here. That is it! GG!
RagnaroK has knocked INnoVation out of this tournament in about 20 minutes time.
We are in a parallel universe where RagnaroK is beating INnoVation and the Spellcasters have beards. This is madness.
I have to say, I mean, this is how you beat INnoVation in a new expansion. This is exactly what I wanted to see. I want to see a player like RagnaroK. He says in his interview he respects INnoVation. He knows he's the underdog. He knows he had a hard time. He cheeses him out. 2 games in a row. Boom! INnoVation is the god of macro, but if he can't get a CC up, it doesn't matter. He dies. He never scouted the backdoor expansion. When the roaches came in, he lost his Reapers that were at RagnaroK's base as well. And RagnaroK controls the entire rest of the game by camping the production facilities. Now we're going to jump into an interview with our winner. Oh my God, Tasis, we just saw that happen.
경기 결과 신이범 선수가 아주 대담한 경기력을 보여주면서 2대0으로 꺾고 8강에 가장 먼저 진출했습니다. 축하드립니다, 신이범 선수.
So RagnaroK has played a very aggressive strategy, very bold games, and is the first player to advance to the round of 8.
되지 않을까 싶을 정도로 굉장히 속도감 있는 경기를 보여주셨어요.
That was a really quick game.
소감 어떠신가요?
How do you feel?
원래 준비한 전략이 1세트는 무조건 이긴다고 생각했고 2세트는 반반이라고 생각했는데 2세트까지 통해서 기분 좋은 것
I knew my strategy was going to work in the first set. I knew I was going to win 100%.
줄 알았어요. 고인결설도 아까
And the second set, I just thought it up on the spot. It worked out for me.
혹시 신이범 선수도 이쯤에서는 뚫리지 않을까라는 생각을 했는데 생각보다 이신영 선수가 수비를 잘한 덕분에 너무 많이 땅.
Did INnoVation defend better than you thought in the first set?
저 연습 때
Did you think you were just going to kill him with those Nidus networks?
그래서 운영을 그 후에 운영을 준비를 아무것도 안 했는데 계속 막혀가지고 좀 당황했어요.
So I didn't really prepare for a transition.
신이범 선수가
And INnoVation defended better than I expected. I was pretty nervous,
올라갔잖아요. 기억하시나요?
but I was able to eventually push through.
약간 좀 일본의 느낌을 이번 시즌에 쭉 이어가고 있는데 기분이 어떠세요?
처음에 개막전 걸릴 때는 엄청 싫었는데 이렇게
So how do you feel when you actually found out you were going to play against INnoVation?
네, 새로운 방식으로 저희가 또 이제 3판 2선승제로
I was really nervous.
부담이 된다거나 뭐 그런 건 없던가요?
Oh, actually not versus INnoVation, the opening day match. Now he said he was really nervous when he found out he was going to be playing on the first day.
보니까 테란 선수분들이 너무
But since I won today, it's better because now I have more time to prepare for the round of 8.
생각이 들어서 지금은 3판 2선인 게 좋았던 것 같아요.
지금은 오히려 잘 됐다.
네.
5판 3선이었으면 이신영의 어떤 그 역습이라든지 이런 것들도 배제할 수는 없잖아요.
3세트도
자신 있었나요? 약간
So,
좀 지지 않아요.
He thinks it definitely was it was better for him that this was a best of 3 and not a best of 5. So he thought that INnoVation would have a better chance to be more prepared in a best of 5 series.
그래서 유저분들도 선수들의 경기를 보면서 많이 배우고 있을 거라는 생각이 들어요. 스타리그 게시판에서 살펴보니까 RHEM FBA 1590님께서 신이범 선수에게 물어보고 싶은 게 있고 저그가 처음
So we have a question from a fan whose name is just simply a string of letters, remains basically anonymous. I didn't quite catch the question, but
인구수 13대 대군주를 찍는 게 좋고 가스트릭은 좀 별론 것 같아요.
군단의 심장 때보다.
So he's saying
네, 그게 궁금하다고 하시더라고요.
He's saying basically, is the gas trick better in
Someone call
Legacy
Artosis. Someone call Artosis right now. He knows that one.
패지의 의미는 라그나로크
he said basically it feels better to get Overlord first on 13.
처음 봤을 때는
Artosis on Twitter tweeted him. He knows the answer, guys.
그래가지고 좀 너무 이상했는데 지금은 마음에 들어요.
나중에 또 이제 이번 시즌 잘하고 우승하면 배지 또 바뀔 수 있으니까 예, 일단 이번 시즌 좋은 성적을 내는 것이 어떨까?
네.
그렇죠? 네.
So basically, they're asking about his badge because everyone has new pins.
바랍니다. 이제 8강 경기예요.
He said at first he thought it was kind of weird, but he's starting to like it a little bit more. Referring to the pin that he wears, every Star League player always has a pin, a logo.
들어보겠습니다.
오늘 제가 생각한 대로 10분 안에 끝나가지고 기분 좋고 또 8강 때도
So the matches went as planned today. I gained a lot of confidence in this round.
5판 3선은
네.
운영적인 모습에서도 멋진 모습 보여드릴 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
So he's going to show better performances, more awesome games, and macro games specifically in the
여러분
future.
신이범 선수에게 다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
So congratulations to RagnaroK. We saw history made here today, Tasteless.
네,
with that best
Pretty
of three.
crazy, man.
2016 시즌 1 신이범 선수와의 인터뷰였고요.
I know some of you guys are probably watching a little bit salty, like, the Shark didn't even play the game right. No! Okay? You got to understand, a win is a win. It's a best of 3. You got to do whatever it takes, whether it's a player even at your level or somebody like INnoVation. RagnaroK did it. He won that. Good for him. We're going to go to a 10-minute break. When we come back, we'll be going on to our second best of 3.